The next step in the workflow is for the state point of contact to review and edit the package. After reviewing, the state point of contact has two actions. They can forward the package to the state editor for further edits, or they can forward the package to the state director for review and certification. We're going to move back into MacPro to see what this looks like. And again, these slides can be used for your future reference. We're logging into MacPro as the state point of contact. Please note that state users are able to hold multiple roles concurrently within MacPro. So if you held the state editor and the state point of contact roles for your state, you will not need to log out and log back in to complete the next step in the workflow. You would just need to click on your task tab again to refresh it, and the next task would appear. You will have received an email notification letting you know that you have a task in your to-do list for this package, in addition to seeing the instructions on your news page. In order to start on the task, we'll go to the Task tab in the upper toolbar. Remember, the Task tab is used for specific actions that are part of the workflow. Tasks are activities that need to keep the package moving through the workflow, such as reviewing a package or responding to an RAI request. So we'll select the task to review the submission package for 4688C. This will take you to the submission package summary page. You may view the package information and audit information. You'll also notice that instructions that the state editor wrote to us appear here as well. Below the instructions, we can view the submission form reviewable units and the Medicaid eligibility SPA reviewable units. At the end of the page, there is a blue button titled Take Action on Package. This option is automatically active. However, we should not select it until we are ready to move on to the next step. If we hover over the green and white checkmark image in the right column of the reviewable unit tables, you will see that all these RUs are in the complete status. The SPOC is expected to review each RU. This can be done so by scrolling up and selecting the View Entire Package link below the package information. Or, alternatively, you could select the link to each RU from the table. So let's select the Submission Summary Reviewable Unit from the table. As SPOC, we have the ability to edit these fields that the state editor originally completed. So we'll select View All Responses to expand the sections. Let's switch the answer for Allow this official package to be viewable by other states from Yes to No. Then, we'll scroll to the bottom of the page and reselect Yes for validation and save the reviewable unit. It's important to note that if you make an update as a state point of contact, you will have to revalidate and resave the reviewable unit. Otherwise, the reviewable unit will show up as in progress rather than complete on the package summary as well as the timeline. Now that we've updated the RU, we're going to return to the package summary by selecting Return to Package Summary at the bottom left of the page. Notice that because we revalidated and resaved the reviewable unit, it is still in the complete status. Additionally, the Updated By column has been updated to reflect our name since we were the last user to edit this data. Let's assume before forwarding the package to State Director, we have been emailing back and forth with CMS about a question we had related to our submission package. It would be helpful for our CMS contact to see what we've done so far in our submission. We have saved our changes to the Submission Summary RU, so it's okay for us to navigate from this page. Let's allow CMS to temporarily view our package. We can do so by going to Records and selecting submission packages for your state. And then you can select your package ID. We'll select Related Actions from the Package Navigation menu, and then we'll select the option to allow CMS to view screen. In order to allow CMS to view our package, we will select Yes. Before selecting the visibility setting, it lets us know that selecting this option will allow CMS to see the screens in the submission package as they are now. It does not cause the package to be submitted as draft or official, and does not start the CMS regulatory clock. Validation of screens is not required, and we should notify our CMS contact that viewing is available and who you wish to see it. MacPro does not notify CMS staff, and you have the ability to deselect this option at any time. Now that we understand this functionality, we will select Update Visibility. Remember, this can be changed at any time by selecting No and updating the visibility on this page. Let's assume that CMS has already looked at the area we were questioning, and now we feel ready to forward the package to the State Director for certification. We'll return to our task list by selecting the Task tab, and you'll see that our task to review the submission package remains on our task list. So let's select that task for 4688C. And since we're going to take the action to forward the submission to the State Director, we'll scroll down and select the Take Action on Package button, and Yes to the prompt. As I previously mentioned, it is important not to select that button until you are ready to move forward to the next step. Now that we've selected this option, the task to review the submission package will no longer appear in the task list. If you preemptively select Take Action on Package, but realize that you still need to make further edits, you may select Return to Package Task in the left corner. So we'll select the Return to Package Task button. A message appears telling us that a new task will appear in our task list and that we will need to navigate to the Task tab to view the task. We're going to select Yes. After waiting a few moments, we're going to refresh our task list by selecting the Task tab again. And you might have to do it a couple times. So we will select the task for 4688C. You now have the opportunity to continue reviewing the submission package or making edits to the RUs as necessary. When you're completed doing so, we will select the Take Action on Package button again and select Yes. The Take Action on Package page provides an opportunity to re-review the package and audit information. We also have two actions that we can choose from. We may either forward the submission package to the State Director roles or return the package to the State Editor for revision. We're going to forward the package to the State Director. Like with the State Editor, there's an opportunity to provide instructions. Again, consider this the post-it note attached to the package that you would be placing on your colleague's desk. For this demo, we will say, "Hi, State Director, I think this looks good. Can you please review and certify?" When complete, we will execute our action. Okay, so let's briefly return to the PowerPoint before moving on in the system. Once the State Director receives the submission package, they have the task of reviewing and certifying the information. A state director will review the submission package in a read-only format and cannot edit any of the information. So now we're going to head back into the MacPro training environment to review these steps. And we're going to be logging in as the state director. You will have received an email notification letting you know that you have a task in your to-do list for this package, in addition to seeing the instructions on your news page. Upon login, we are initially taken to our Actions tab, but to access the task, we're going to go to our Tasks tab. And we'll select the Review Submission Package task. This takes us to the same submission package summary page that the SPOC viewed. However, if we select the reviewable units, such as the Submission Summary Reviewable Unit, and then we select View All Responses, we'll see that the information is in a read-only mode. So let's return to the reviewable units by selecting all reviewable units near the instructions towards the top of the page. This returns us to our previous page. Let's assume for the sake of time that the state director reviewed each unit and thinks that this package is ready to go. Again, to start an action, we are going to scroll to the bottom of the page and select Take Action on Package. And yes. We are taken to a very similar page as the SPOC when they chose to take an action. You may view the package and audit information. I do encourage you to double check that you are working with the correct package before moving forward. As state director, you'll have two options available. You may certify and forward the submission package to the state point of contact for submission to CMS, or you could return the package to the state point of contact for further revisions. For this training, we are going to select the option to certify the package. This will return the package to the SPOC in a read-only version for forwarding to CMS. Please keep in mind that once an SPOC reviews a submission package, the package will remain with that user. All subsequent SPOC tasks will be routed to that specific user that originally reviewed the submission package. Again, you may include instructions in the text box provided. For this situation, we're just going to assume that we already spoke to the SPOC offline, and they are expecting this package to come their way. So we're going to skip the instructions, and we will move forward with executing the action. Now let's return to the PowerPoint to see what comes next in the workflow. After certification, the SPOC receives the submission package. The SPOC has the option to modify the submission package, forward the submission package to the state editor for further edits, or submit the submission package to CMS. We're going to jump back into the MacPro to continue the workflow and send the submission package to CMS as the state point of contact. Again, we're logging into MacPro as the state point of contact. I will remind you that the initial login screen is identical to the enterprise portal. After entering your EIDM credentials, you will be routed back to MacPro. So to access our task, we will go to the Task tab. And we will select Review Submission Package for the package ending in 4688C to move the package forward in the workflow. At this point, as the SPOC, you may view the reviewable units, but you cannot edit them because the package has been certified. So let's take action on the package and select Yes. We're taken to the familiar Take Action on Package page. You may choose to modify the certified submission package. If you select this option, it will uncertify the package and allow you to make changes to forward the package to the state editor for changes. Once all changes are in place, the package will need to be re-reviewed and recertified by the state director. The second option available is to submit the package to CMS. We're going to select this option. Again, we have the opportunity to provide instructions in the text box. We're going to skip that step for today's training and we'll execute the action.